I might be the first car to have a tire problem, blow a tire, bring out a caution, and I don't want to do that. I really want to put my driver in position to win, and to do that, I got to keep him out of trouble.
It just seems to be a lot harder on the right side tires. Makes you have to really be careful with it to take care of it all day long. So.
Hey Zippy, I wouldn't want to be sitting on that box today. You got a lot of concerns with these tires.
But the concerns continue. You could hear it in Tony Stewart's voice, and the big question marks there are tires.
The fuel tanks will take them about 30, 35 laps, but these tires are such an unknown. These guys have no idea how far they'll go later in this race. NASCAR's going to give them a competition yellow at lap 10 and probably another one after another 10 or 12.
Oh, trouble. Kevin Harvick has hit it hard.
Yeah, that looks like it could have been a problem with the tire.
And also the two-car of Kurt Busch involved. Two contenders. Hard impacts into the concrete.
Yeah, that's some hard wrecks right there, both of those guys.
Yeah, this obviously taking both of their chances away, but it'll be interesting to see.
Go to the garage there.
If this was a mistake or just racing, or did we have a tire issue there, because there was a big chance. Jamie?
It's a garage, if you can get there.
You hear Kevin Harvick talking to his crew. He said that was a blown right front. He said the steering wheel is all the way around in a circle, guys. Tough day for Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, Jamie, he did hit that wall very hard. He was coming off the corner. Actually, it looks like Kurt Busch lost the car and then hit the right front of Kevin's car, maybe blowing that tire out, but they both hit the wall pretty hard.
Yeah, they did. So this wasn't a tire issue right there, other than maybe the right rear just being worn on Kurt Busch's car, and that creating a problem.
Right along with Kevin Harvick's onboard camera, so you watch the two-car get out of shape.
Outside, we got
that car, Kurt Busch, did turn sideways real quick on him, like it's an unexpected thing.
Yeah, and talking to these drivers about how long did it take you to figure out you had a problem, they said it just happens all of a sudden. You're going along fine, and then the next thing you know, you're losing grip with either the rear end or the front end, whichever tire is going.
Yellow flag is officially out, and this is the first competition yellow, and it doesn't really help Kevin Harvick much.
Yeah. Lap 32 will be the next competition yellow.
Wow, 32. That's going to be a little while from now.
Was trouble for the 88 car. Car bobbing and weaving. He has lost the lead, and he has a tire going down. He is now 17 laps in, or making 18 laps into a run. He pitted, remember, back on lap number 7.
Yeah, the good news is he thinks it's a left side tire that's going down right here. He's trying to get down in here and get to pit road.
Right rear, guys. They're coming. Just stay high. Give them a little room.
And here's another tire blown out on the 42 car, Montoya.
Here's what happened to Juan Pablo Montoya, left side of your screen.
Tire just comes apart and then takes a lot of the work underneath that car with it. I don't think it tore up a fender, though, Andy, maybe.
Yeah, it tore it up just a little bit on the outside of the right rear. And this is what we're talking about with Junior. He was very lucky for this not to happen to him. He got his car to pit road.
Yep.
Hey, we're seeing this tire wear. It doesn't look like it's getting any better. Do you see it improving at all? Let's go down to Mike Massaro.
And Andy, during that round of pit stops, you heard Dave Burns report that Jimmy Johnson could actually visually see the tire coming apart on Jeff Gordon's car. Well, this is the right rear from the 24 car, and you can see how visible it is. Down to the copper, down to the nylon, very worn out. Also, just a pit stall down, the 42 car, that's where Juan Pablo Montoya's car was pitted. He also had a tire. His right rear exploded.
By the way, for you Ryan Newman fans, Ryan Newman had a right rear tire go down just as the competition yellow came out.
The next competition yellow is going to be on lap 47, NASCAR's just told us.
Just started to go away.
You see problems with the 99 car right here, too. He's having a tire issue right here as he slowed down. He had moved all the way up to second, but now he's got a tire issue. About 10 laps looks like it's the most that they can go here.
I can make it around.
Oh, Matt Kenseth's it around. He knew he had slowed down and blew a right rear tire. You can see it blew the quarter off.
Caution's out.
Kenseth damage on the right side of his Ford.
We'd seen
off the car chip. The whole right side's gone.
We'd seen him slow down and lose about 5 or 6 spots just a lap ago. Jamie?
Well, you guys were talking about what a great car he had, and Matt Kenseth radioed 2 laps ago and said, guys, I need to pit. I'm going to hang on right now, but you guys, I have to come in. My tires are gone, and you just saw what happened. He said, Chip, should I pit now? And boom, that was the end of it. He spun, guys.
That looks like an explosion underneath the right rear fender. Just blew part of the fender off.
Yeah, we heard in the replay with Montoya, it sounded like a bomb blew up when his right rear tire blew.
17 car, Casey Kane going by. Whoa, and there it was. Oh, look at the pieces coming apart. Part of the window coming out.
You're going close to 200 miles an hour at the end of these straightaways, and when that tire does go flat and the pieces start flying, I mean, it's a lot of force. You can see it just takes the entire right side quarter panel off of it.
You know, these guys are normally under just a tremendous amount of stress racing here. The speeds that you gather. Right now, these guys are just holding on and hoping that something like this doesn't happen to them, and in particular, doesn't happen to the right front.
A rough, tough day here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway thus far. We're not even halfway through the Allstate 400 at the Brickyard. We are under the 4th caution of the day. A situation, very complex situation involving tires, NASCAR's new car, the difficult surface here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Steve Letarte, Jeff Gordon's crew chief on the left. Robin Pemberton, NASCAR's vice president of competition on the right. This is Letarte on the radio to his driver a couple of minutes ago.
With 25, 35, 40 to go, we'll get worried about it. Right now, we just want to make sure we're there with 40 to go. It is what it is. It's like we said, no complaint. This is what we have. You know how to race it. We know how to pit it. We're going to outlast them all day.
What was that feeling like, Matt? And did you have any idea the amount of damage there?
Well, yeah, it was like a small explosion. So, yeah, I could see in the mirror, the quarter window and everything was blown off it. So it's just, it's a really, really, really disappointing situation. You know, this is one of the 2 biggest races of the year, and to never have this car here before and not come and do an open test and work on these things and work on the tires is pretty darn disappointing. We had a great car today, and you know, I feel bad for the fans and everything. We're all there running 3/4 speed because we're worried the tires are blowing out, and we got them blowing out every 8 laps. So it's pretty disappointed.
They're going to have another competition yellow at lap 64, which is going to hopefully be in time before some of these guys have more problems.
The guys are basically running about 3/4 of what they could do just to be conservative with these tires and try to get to the end.
We are 5 laps away from the next competition yellow.
It is out. Competition yellow.
Well, that's the first time we've made it to that without any incidents, so maybe things are progressing a little bit, but we did see Kyle Busch, who started out as the leader there with just those 2 tires, start to have some problems.
4th competition yellow we have had today. Again, if you just joined our coverage, lap 14, lap 30, lap 47, and now lap 65.
Well, Alan, 4 sets of tires is what we're hearing from the 31 camp. As you can see, these are the tires that just came off the 31 car. This is Jeff Burton's right rear tire. However, Scott Miller, now you do see the porting, but Scott Miller said this is the best that this right rear tire has looked all day. So we are starting to see a little improvement, especially right here in the 31 camp. Mike.
Well, thank you, Shannon. Pretty much the same story down here in the 84 camp. Jimmy Elledge conserved tires during practice, saved a set, so now they have 4 sets remaining for the race.
This is really disappointing.
And again, just if you didn't catch the whole explanation of the situation, this racetrack surface, normally rough on tires anyway, takes a while to rubber in. Normally during Friday and Saturday practice and qualifying, that happens. The race ends up okay. It just hasn't happened this weekend. A combination of new tire, NASCAR's new car, whatever, but right now still struggling with tire issues. With our McDonald's race rundown, real big story, the tires. This was Dale Earnhardt Jr. early. He tried to stay out, stretch a little fuel run, didn't work out. He ended up having a flat tire, and Jr. has been struggling to get back. Juan Pablo Montoya, troubles with him. Big bang, right rear tires gone up. Kyle Busch running well, but not so good. And there's Matt Kenseth. He had a right rear tire, rip off the whole right rear quarter panel of the 17 car. Boy, it's just been ugly.
Well, I tell you, when they go, it really tear a lot of stuff up, too. I mean, look at the quarter panel. Like you said, look at there. No rubber whatsoever, right down to the cords. We have not seen this in a long time in NASCAR.
So we're looking about $34,000 in tires so far.
NASCAR has just said they're going to throw another competition yellow at lap 81.
2008. Competition yellow, number 5.
This race, to put it politely, it's been a struggle. Let's go upstairs to the broadcast booth and Doc Punch.
Thank you, Alan. And NASCAR President Mike Helton has moved over to talk to us. And Mike, frustrating, I know, for the teams and for the drivers. I know frustrating for you guys. What can you do right now?
Well, the biggest thing all day today is to keep it as safe as we can on the racetrack and evenly balanced as we can for all the competitors up and down pit road. And that's why we've had these competition cautions, more of them than we intended to have, thinking that this tire would rubber up sooner or later and the length between the wear out parts would get longer. But for whatever reason, it hasn't done that today. So we'll just keep managing it. We've got plenty of tires. We've got tires that they shifted from Pocono to here last night to be sure that we could get all 160 laps of this event in.